Plato has helped us look at our business and to work on the business instead of working in the business. And what it's been great for is giving us a structure for promoting the business, working on marketing, sales, and also looking at different ways of going about things and standing back and saying, what do we want from the business and how we're going to get there.
The reason I joined Plato, we went through a very rapid growth of the business over a space of 18 months. We went from 4 employees to 18 or 15, and I heard about Plato as a program to give me a platform to increase my knowledge on business. It really teaches you the essence of how to grow your business and how to carry on a stable business without doing everything yourself.
So when we joined Plato, we were very much in the start-up phase of our business. We had the initial business idea and we developed one little book which we were market testing in a couple of retailers in Dublin. 2 years later, we now have a series of 4 pocket guides and about 24 related products, prints, greeting cards and notebooks. And we've expanded now that we have about 50 retailers across the island of Ireland. And we're looking to begin exporting in 2017.
I think Plato came along at a very opportune moment. We realised that we needed to change. We wanted to grow significantly and we wanted to improve our business management skills, and it's very exciting times at Portimad. We are opening our 2nd store in the next 4 weeks in Lucan, and we have plans to open our 3rd store during the summer in Naas. So success for us has changed over the last year.
So before I joined Plato, I was involved in businesses of all types for many years, and did so really on a wing and a prayer, in the sense of without much thought process. So winging it would be the word I'd use. But since Plato, it's enabled me to put more thought into what I do, and it's given me more focus.
Plato has been great for me because of the support it has given. I have embarked on probably things that I would have put off, except for I've been going to the Plato meetings. One of the biggest things I've done is I'm getting myself ready for coming out of the recession. So,
you know, we've all been battered by the recession, and it is great to meet with like-minded people on a monthly basis. And no matter how bad things have seemed in the past month, you get into that room with those people who are buoyed up with confidence, and you leave full of confidence, and I would highly recommend it for that reason alone.
When I began the journey with Plato, we had about 40 Score Buddy clients. By the end of the process we had 65, so quite a considerable increase. And by the way, we have 100 now a year later, so we're very pleased with that.
With Plato I learned a lot about social media. It's opened a lot of doors for me. I've delved a lot more into e-commerce. I've developed my website and my Facebook page.
And all the different topics that we did with different coaches each time. And what I loved about it was that we got the opportunity to actually have input into how the course was going to be run. I think that was really, really clever of Plato, because they allowed us to actually say, look, these are my weaknesses and how can I correct them? So it was fantastic from that point of view.
We got some amazing input from our mentors on that. We had 3 outstanding mentors from IBM, BMS and DCU. So they could bring in methodologies and they'd say, okay, this is the way we do it in IBM. Obviously, the way you do it in Rototown is going to be somewhat different, but it's still going to use some of the elements of that methodology.
Another module that we did was on tenders, and we didn't realise how easy or how difficult it is to win a tender. So it was very informative. Public bodies don't have to go to tender for amounts below €5,000, so which is most of a lot of our business will be below that, and we didn't realise that that sort of business would be available there if we just even approached a public body.
main benefits that we got out of it, we had covered a lot of the stuff in management, but it was refreshing to go back over some of the management things, certainly time management and life work balance was brought up, which was a good idea to find the true balance between life and work. It's not all work.
And the other big change then was at Plato, I spoke a lot about my long-standing desire to open Montessori en Francais, but I really was just stagnated. I didn't know where to go to actually start it. I couldn't find the perfect way of doing it. So by discussing it with my colleagues at Plato, I came to learn that, well, I won't know the perfect method until I try it. So we implemented a trial in early 2015, a trial Montessori en Francais, and that has just been incredibly successful. So with the result that we have just recently heard that we're shortlisted for a European Language Labels Award for our Montessori en Francais project.
We would have quadrupled our turnover, and we would have gone from a loss-making situation into a profit-making situation. And a lot of that was really down to the elements that are inside Plato. I think another thing that a lot of people really overlook until they've actually finished the program is that being an owner driver of a business is a terribly lonely place to be. And if you're in an environment where confidentiality is key, where you're with owners of a business just like yours, it gives you a chance to perhaps relax and to expose yourself and to share some of those difficulties you have and come up with solutions that are garnered by the collective wisdom of the group. I think that's possibly one of the things you don't think of that you actually get.
It's funny in a group, you know, you could be floundering on an issue and then somebody says something, the simplest of things, why don't you do X? Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. So that was really helpful. So I think the big things for me were around strategy and sales, and really taking that apart again, and really teasing out and really, you know, plotting my, you know, doing my SWOT and all my analysis, etc., etc. But really drilling down into who are you addressing when you want to sell your product, and where are you placing that product? You know, where's the point of sale, the point of decision making? Are you going to be there? Are you going to be ready for that person? And are you going to be delivering exactly what their need is? So it's starting with the need for the customer and placing the customer, of course, at the centre of everything that we do, but then working back from that and looking at how can we best meet that need where that person is at that moment in time, so the buyer decision point, and making sure that it's not good quality care, that it's exceptional quality care. That's what we're about.